When you finish one video and immediately find your thumb dragging the screen for the next, you're experiencing a physiological loop designed into the hardware itself. Bright colors and unpredictable notifications act as direct inputs to your reward system. Each alert triggers a chemical surge that compels you to repeat the action, effectively training your brain to seek the next hit. We can disrupt this cycle using a 4-step protocol: audit, scrub, friction, and recovery. These steps are designed to convert a device engineered for engagement back into a functional tool. Reclaiming your focus requires more than a simple decision to stop. It requires a series of deliberate physical and biological interventions to counter the software's influence. Step 1 is the audit. Open your phone's system settings so we can look at the raw metrics of your daily behavior. Locate your daily average screen time and identify your 3 most used applications. These numbers represent the reality of your current digital consumption. These specific apps are the ones most likely to contain the variable rewards and algorithmic loops that drive your compulsive usage. Establishing this baseline is the mandatory first step. You need a clear understanding of your current behavioral deficit before any intervention can be measured. Step 2 is the digital scrub. This is where we neutralize the unpredictable visual rewards that the phone's interface is built to provide. Enter your notification settings and disable all general app alerts. This removes the random dopamine spikes that occur every time your screen lights up. To ensure you remain reachable for important matters, go to your favorite contacts and activate the emergency bypass. This allows critical communications through while keeping the rest of the noise silent. Next, shut off the red notification badges for all apps. Removing these high-contrast markers helps your home screen feel like a clean list of tools rather than a collection of tasks. Now, navigate to your accessibility settings, find the display options, and activate the grayscale color filters to strip all saturation from the screen. Human neurology is highly sensitive to bright, saturated colors. By removing them, you take away the visual candy that the brain's pattern recognition system is evolved to track. This chart illustrates the correlation between visual saturation and neural response. When these high-contrast stimuli are muted, the brain no longer receives the signals that typically initiate a dopamine spike. Taking away color and unpredictable alerts breaks the interface's ability to pull you into a compulsive behavioral loop. Step 3 is friction. We are moving from the digital settings to your physical environment, specifically where you store the phone at night. Set up a permanent charging station in a room separate from your bedroom. This ensures the device is physically out of reach during your most vulnerable hours. To handle your morning routine without the phone, place a standalone physical alarm clock on your nightstand. Creating physical distance is the most reliable way to prevent the unconscious, habitual reach for the screen when you wake up or go to sleep. Step 4 is the recovery plan. Restricting these triggers will lead to a temporary dopamine deficit, which your brain will experience as a craving for the device. This chart shows the chemical timeline of recovery. While the first few days involve a sharp spike in craving, it typically takes between 14 to 30 days for your dopamine receptors to reset to a healthy baseline. To manage this transition, write down 3 analog, low dopamine behaviors, like reading a book or journaling, on a physical piece of paper. Place this handwritten list directly on top of your old bedside charging spot. Anticipating the withdrawal and having a pre-programmed physical substitute is what prevents a relapse when the initial craving hits. Take a moment to look at your phone in its current, visually muted state. By removing the visual triggers, silencing the alerts, and introducing physical friction, you have neutralized the primary levers used to hold your attention. The first 48 hours will be the most difficult. During this window, the gray screen serves as a reminder of the contract you've made to stay the course. Record your starting screen time metrics in the comments below. View the next 7 days as a measurable test of your digital reset, and return to report your progress.